Week 16 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the 49ers, sure-handed tight end, who's now over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. It's the 49ers and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to them, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third down. Purdy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 39 yards. 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down and about the 35-yard line.
Nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. A ball deep for the end zone. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, 49ers. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
The previous play is under review.
The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. incomplete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll hand it off here to Estimate. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. He'll drop the throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't afford to taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll begin here on the ground. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be taken down.
Well, nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a second and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
Shut up! Buffalo 18!
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Right, offense. Keep pushing the ball down the field. Line them up here.
The drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up third down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go, Shaq.
Let's spread the ball around this one.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The breaker huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Throwing again is Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Purdy again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Come 19! Come 19! Ready?
Third and short. Here's Purdy. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Come on, set! Do it, baby! Take go!
They'll try and run for it. And he's in! Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The extra point is good. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. He'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Purdy. Left side. Caught by Lamb. This one inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short. To throw is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And it just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways.
Okay, ready.
That ball hits your hands at this level. You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the 49ers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. On the give, here's Estimate. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
3rd and 6. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the sideline and caught by Pickens.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Set. Keep it rolling, fellas.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set up.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this close to the 40.
Ready. Go.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready? 19 Lion.
To throw, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Bynum. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver. That's a big-time takeaway. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's complete left side to Pickens. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw yet again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And
this one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And this will wind up a Niners first down. He gets this out past the 40-yard.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And That's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 5. Throwing on second down is Purdy. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal
Let
touching.
the officiating crew
Offense.
sort this one out. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That's made by Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend it.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here we go. This is 4th down. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Go!
Now a run on 1st down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. quarterback in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. That's what they're going to put the shade under a net left in this one. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E.